I'm Lara Luna, author of Trailer Park Angel and the podcast. This is my dragon. I love flying over the trailer park to see what everyone is doing. This is so fun.
Hey y'all, I'm Lara Luna, and this is episode 18 of Trailer Park Angel. Hold on to your horses, because we have 3D characters popping into this one and angel number meanings at the end.
Gator's on the trail, Gator's in the muck. If he wants this gnome, he'll need a bigger truck.
This is the day of the parade, and everyone in the park was excited to get to the zoo. We met at the clubhouse at 10 a.m. this morning and piled into the golf carts like bargain hunters on Black Friday.
Lord have mercy, this feels like Black Friday at the Dollar Trees.
Me, Miss Millie, Miss Butter, Mr. Cluck, Savannah, and the Army Ranger all headed straight to the zoo. We arrived right on time at the stadium where Sergeant Safari was hosting what they called the Parade of Tiny Troops.
Hey, you gnome, you slouching, right face, forward march. Let's move, you bearded freaks.
That man strutted out with a microphone in one hand and a remote control in the other, like he was fixin' to launch Homo Sassa's first gnome into orbit.
Tipsy little gnomes riding through the bog, singing to the gators and kissing every frog.
The first cart that rolled out was called the Manatee Mobile, painted gray and covered in hand-painted manatees by a local artist with way too much time on their hands. On the roof, Mama Manatee and her calf, riding like hood ornaments on a Cadillac. The gnome driving it wore a gray cap stamped with angel number 444 and the words, "I love manatees."
Make way for the mighty sea cow, the slowest rodeo in Florida.
The crowd screamed like they just saw Elvis return to Earth in a Speedo. Miss Butter hollered, "I love manatees too!" So loud, I swear, she almost called one in from the river. Now, manatees are sweet, but they're slower than molasses in a cold jar. They're so sweet, God built them for hugs, not speed. Cart number 2, the Flamingo Fever. Looked more like Pepto-Bismol in the middle of a midlife crisis. Neon pink from bumper to bumper, plastic flamingos glued all over the roof. Looked like a dollar store threw up. The gnome was dressed head to toe in hot pink, hat blazing with angel number 1010, and the words, "I love flamingos."
Hot pink, flamingos forever, amen.
Sergeant Safari leaned into the mic and said, "As you all know, one of our flamingos got stolen. We're still hunting for the bandit." That's when Mr. Cluck jumped up in the audience and shouted, "I'll lend you my bloodhound if it helps." Everyone clapped like he just said, "Free fried chicken."
I'm Mr. Cluck from Trailer Park Angel.
Cart number 3 was called the Fish Frenzy, a glorified Florida fish cart, painted ocean blue, covered in snappers, redfish, and good old largemouth bass. On top, a gnome was sitting with a fishing pole, looking like he was reeling in a mullet sandwich. The gnome's hat said 333 and "I love Florida fishing."
Snappers on the roof, snappers on the line. 333's my number. Florida fishing's fine.
Around Citrus County, fish are about as sacred as sweet tea. Some folks would baptize a redfish if they could.
Hey, redfish, you have been dunked deeper than a hush puppy in hot grease.
Cart number 4 was the Swamp Beast, the alligator cart, painted moss green, covered in sticks and swamp grass. On top, a giant inflatable gator, bungee corded to the roof. The gnome driver was dressed in green with angel number 777 on his hat. And I love alligators.
Don't you worry. They've already had their morning coffee and a few snowbirds for a light snack.
As it rolled by, Gator Gary hollered in his Aussie drawl, "That's my cart, mate!" And the crowd went wilder than a gang of bullfrogs at a barnyard jamboree. Turns out he decked it out himself with more pride than a mama hen counting her chicks. Now, while all this was happening, Savannah was fluttering her lashes at Sergeant Safari like a peacock in mating season. The Army Ranger caught on and tried to talk her out of giving her number to a Marine. Problem was, his military jargon was thicker than gumbo. Savannah just nodded like she was reading a map upside down in the dark. Meanwhile, Miss Butter had eaten all 3 boxes of raisins she brought as a snack and started looking like she was about to keel over.
I'm Miss Butter from Trailer Park Angel. I love my puzzles and my raisins.
Mr. Cluck, being a vet, rushed over shouting, "Ma'am, you're not a horse. Quit eating like one." And Miss Millie, bless her deaf little heart, leaned over to ask me what was happening.
I'm Miss Millie from Trailer Park Angel. Listen to my episode where I almost get eaten by a gator.
I explained as best I could, but she heard none of it. She turned my whole story around, and next thing I knew, she was panicked about a rhino invasion. Bless her heart, she's ready for rhinos nobody else can see. As the last golf cart rolled out, Savannah jumped up and called to Sergeant Safari. "Wait, I need to talk to you. My name's Savannah." He waved her off and said, "Sorry, ma'am, I've got a flamingo to find." The parade ended, the crowd cheered, and we piled back into the golf carts and headed back to the park. On the loudspeaker, they announced, "Don't forget, the Manatee Festival is this Friday." And just like that, every neighbor in the park started planning our next big adventure. Before we end this episode, here's what those angel numbers mean. 444. You're safe and protected. Think of it like manatees gliding calm through the springs. Slow, steady, and nothing rocking the boat. Your angels are close by, making sure you stay on solid ground. 1010. Time for new beginnings. Step into the next chapter with confidence, like a flamingo strutting across the lawn with its head held high. 333. This is your green light for creativity, joy, and connection, just like fish schooling together in Florida waters. It's a reminder to express yourself and stick close to your soul tribe. 777. You've hit a spiritual jackpot. Everything's lining up for you. It means you're in the flow, and the universe is smiling its light on you. Together, they're a message. You're protected, you're guided, you're supported, and you're right on time. Tune in next week for episode 19 when we head to the Manatee Festival. If today's parade was any clue, it's bound to be bigger than a bullfrog at a county fair. Hey, thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed all the 3D characters that I snuck into this episode. If you have any idea you wish to share or have a favorite character, drop me a line in the comments section. I sure would appreciate it. And thank you all again. Bye!